Here's a concise yet engaging 700-word script for your video on the history of the USA. The history of the United States. From discovery to global power, the United States of America, one of the most influential nations in the modern world, has a history as vast and compelling as its land. But how did this nation come to be? Let's take a captivating journey through time to uncover the story of the USA. The dawn of America. Long before European settlers arrived, America was home to vibrant indigenous cultures. Native American tribes like the Cherokee, Navajo, and Sioux thrived across the vast continent, living in harmony with nature. Their societies were rich in traditions, languages, and systems of governance. In 1492, Christopher Columbus, sailing under the Spanish flag, reached the Americas, opening the doors to European exploration. By the 1600s, English settlers had established colonies along the eastern coast, the most famous being Jamestown, Virginia, founded in 1607. These colonies grew, bringing waves of immigrants seeking freedom, wealth, and opportunities. The revolutionary spirit. By the mid-1700s, 13 colonies had formed. However, they were under British rule, facing high taxes and limited representation. The cry for freedom grew louder, culminating in the American Revolution, 1775 to 1783. Inspired by ideals of liberty and equality, leaders like George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, and Benjamin Franklin led the charge. In 1776, the Declaration of Independence was signed, marking the birth of a new nation. But freedom didn't come easily. Years of struggle followed until the colonies secured victory with the Treaty of Paris in 1783, establishing the United States of America as an independent country. The building of a nation. The 19th century saw the USA expand its territory and influence. The Louisiana Purchase in 1803 doubled the nation's size, and the concept of manifest destiny drove settlers westward. This period was marked by innovation, with inventions like the telegraph and railroads connecting the country like never before. However, growth came at a cost. Conflict with Native Americans, the spread of slavery, and tensions between northern and southern states threatened the nation's unity. These divisions ultimately led to the Civil War, 1861 to 1865, a brutal conflict that pitted the North against the South over issues like slavery and state rights. Under President Abraham Lincoln's leadership, the Union emerged victorious, and slavery was abolished. From Reconstruction to global power. The post-Civil War era, known as Reconstruction, aimed to rebuild the South and integrate formerly enslaved people into society. The late 19th century also saw the USA transform into an industrial powerhouse. Cities like New York, Chicago, and Pittsburgh grew rapidly, fueled by immigration and technological advances. By the early 20th century, the United States was stepping onto the global stage. It joined World War I in 1917, playing a crucial role in the Allied victory. The post-war period brought prosperity but also challenges, including the Great Depression of the 1930s. World War II and the superpower era. World War II, 1939 to 1945, was a turning point. The USA entered the war after the attack on Pearl Harbor in 1941 and emerged as a global leader in the fight against tyranny. The victory not only established the US as a military superpower but also sparked the start of the Cold War with the Soviet Union. During the second half of the 20th century, the USA experienced immense growth and change. The civil rights movement of the 1960s, led by figures like Martin Luther King Jr., fought for racial equality, leaving a lasting legacy of justice and progress. Meanwhile, the space race saw the USA land the first humans on the moon in 1969. A changing nation. The late 20th and early 21st centuries brought new challenges and triumphs. From the rise of the internet and globalization to events like the September 11th attacks in 2001, America continued to evolve. Wars in Iraq and Afghanistan, financial crises, and debates over immigration, healthcare, and climate change define the era. Despite these challenges, the USA remains a beacon of innovation, diversity, and resilience. Its cultural influence, from Hollywood to Silicon Valley, continues to shape the world. A nation's legacy today, the United States stands as a testament to the power of determination and the pursuit of freedom. Its history is a reminder of the struggles and sacrifices that have shaped the country we know today. From its indigenous roots to its role as a global leader, the story of America is one of ambition, perseverance, and hope. So, what do you think the future holds for this incredible nation? The history of the United States is still being written, and you're part of it. Would you like any adjustments or specific visuals to accompany your video?